how to mix paint and water, acrylic paint. Hi everyone, my name is Jade and I am a paint pouring artist from Ireland. So I'm going to use a sky blue light and I'm going to use water as a mixer. So this is my cup. I use water because you can't really get fluidart here in Ireland. So I thought of a different way of doing it. So I learned how to do it with water only, and which turns out to be cheaper. So what I do first is I get my paint. So I'm going to pour in, and it doesn't matter if I use too much because I usually just put cling film over the top and I can save it for another painting. So I put in a little bit there, as you can see. So then I add my water, but add it gradually. Don't pour in too much, so bit by bit. So there's my little bit of water and I'm going to mix it around. Keep mixing, and you're going to keep mixing until you see all the water dissolve into the paint. So it's going to look, I don't know if you can see it, so it's still a bit thick. So then I'm going to add more water bit by bit. As I said, don't put in too much, and if by mistake you do put in too much, just add a bit more paint. So you keep mixing it. So I have had to find an alternative way, as I couldn't get fluidart here, and what I did use at the start was PVA glue, which is like your glue all, but that worked for a while to practice. But the best way is paint and water. So I need to put in another little bit because you kind of want to get like a little bit lighter than a honey consistency. Now it took me a good while to get it right, but now I can literally do it just by eyeballing it. I don't actually need to weigh it out or do anything. But if you all want me to weigh it out, then I'll go ahead and do that, just so you know exactly the measurements that you need. So as you can see, we're getting there. So you just need to keep mixing and give it a good mix. So I think we are getting there now. Yeah, exactly the consistency I want. So you probably can't see it in this cup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a close-up for you so you can see how it rolls off of the lollipop stick. So maybe you can see it there. You see that? You want it to be like that. So it's like honey, but a little bit thinner than honey. Because you have to remember, if you're doing a Dutch pour, you want it to be able to flow properly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a close-up and show you from the inside, and show you, maybe you might be able to get a better view of the consistency. Now close up. So I really hope you can see this. So you see the way it's falling? So you want it to be like that, like honey. So there you have it. So I have my paint mixed. Now, if in the close-up you can't see it properly, just leave a comment underneath, and if you want me to go more in depth about how much to use, how much water to put in, if you want me to do a really close-up so you can actually see into the cup, then I'll do that. Just comment underneath, and hopefully you learned something today, because that's what I want. I want to give back, because I learned for 2 years how to do it and I could never find a recipe for just using water. So hopefully you've gained from today, and as I said, if you want a more in-depth video, just comment below and I will do another video if requested.